I wanted to take the opportunity today to get an update on our compost. And so actually last night I dropped some watermelon rind, some cucumber peels, as well as some lettuce that started to get overripe. I dropped that in here last night. And so, but remember in the last video, I want you to remember how we had this filled to the max. And that's the stuff I dropped in there last night. But take a look at how it actually went down. So this is the compost, you all, thus far. But this compost bin was actually filled like all the way to the rim. So look how much space is left. It's at the halfway mark on this one, less than the halfway mark. And so I need to put more browns in there, which in this case would be like the dried leaves, because it's full of, get this one up. It's full of greens. So look, remember we put the worms in there? It's still in there. But look how it actually started breaking down. So we'll fill this up. Is that a string in there? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's take a look at the bigger one. All right, let's take a look at this. All right, so here is an update on this year's compost. Sorry, you all, I'm working with one hand today. But let's see. You can tell that, and look at the worms. The worms are definitely still doing its due. But I have paper up in here, watermelon rinds, cucumber rinds, corn cores, which you have to really break down, because corn takes longer. Look at all the babies. Let's see. Look at all these worms, you all. Oh, I dropped it. Sorry, you all, I dropped the phone in the compost. But yeah, just making sure that we flip the compost to see the leaves. Damp at the bottom, so making sure we rotate this. You all, I usually use a big shovel, but I wanted to get kind of like a close-up of this. But look at all of the baby worms. Definitely. And so I'm gonna get some browns here soon. Get some browns here soon. Now what is this? Lachelle. Which is going to, let me take this flash off. All right, I wanted to take that flash off so I could get a better, attempt to get a better view. But yeah, so this has been covered up. Here's some paper right here, brown paper. You can see that. This has been covered up with the lid for a couple weeks, but I think I am going to, corn takes forever to break down. Last time I came out here, corn had sprouted. Taking a look, yeah, this stuff is the most recent. Once I put something out here, it's plastic, that should be in there. Once I put something out here, I try to cover it up so it'll start decomposing. Yeah, all this is the most recent. You can tell because that had started decomposing, but I want to keep that covered up. Those sticks, all of that, eventually will break down. Let's shift everything to one side. Corn takes forever. Sometimes they say you shouldn't put corn in there because, but especially that core hardly ever breaks down. But it can grab some nutrients from it, and then at the end of the day, when it's time to actually use it, you can always just pull that core out. It doesn't hurt anything. Yeah, these are the most recent items I will put in here. But yeah, we started this. If you haven't done so, look at all the baby worms. Look at all the babies. If you hadn't done so, go back and watch and see how we started this compost. You can feel the heat. Look at that steam. Look at that steam. I know y'all saw that steam. I know I'm not tripping. You can see the steam. You can see the steam coming out the middle. That way, that's how you know it's working. Look at that steam. I don't know if the camera picking that steam up, baby, but this baby is steaming. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. That's how you know it's working. You see that steam. Look how this broke down. Watermelon. I can put the skin. I want to mix this a little bit. My rake is somewhere. Look at that. Broken all the way down. Almost. All right. So, just want to turn this a little bit. Look at that. All that steam. It's a shadow, so I don't know if you can see it or not. That stuff is steaming. That's what's up. That's how you know it's working. Anyway, let me go ahead and put, y'all, I'm supposed to be at work right now. So here's the worms. Look at the worms. Said it's 30.
Everybody I love with me, that's just how I see it. Be the one that can run quickly, I just gotta be it.
Drop them in there, spread them out.
I seen people lose
Go
hope
down
and they
deep.
never recovered. I seen people with no idea what they want out of life. I seen people that have regret and give trouble advice.
It's the whole ball, you all.
In spite of whoever tell me I can't. I focus on who's.
And so to be honest, we're not going to even use this year. We'll continue to fill it, but what we're going to do is we're going to use this to fertilize the soil that's in our current beds. We're going to use this to fertilize the soil next year. And so will you have covers to put over these 2 compost beds, you know, to keep some of the frost out, some of the things you can't like help. These doggone bees just decide to come from anywhere. So just wanted to give you an update. I am going to leave this uncovered for a couple weeks or so, a couple days, at least a couple, and we'll aim for at least the next 2 weeks. So that way the air can circulate, get that process going. Are you all composting? Doesn't take much to compost. Doesn't take much to compost. I would touch it, but it's a little too damp for me right now. And I know it's still trying to get its texture together. Just do a little flip. I can see some of everything that I used. You gotta pay attention to the smell too. If it like stink, either you put the wrong materials in there or it can be too damp. Look at that grass, leaves. It's at the bottom. That's why it's important to kind of stir, rotate. It should not stink. You know it. You had the right mixture when it starts smelling like dirt, like earth. Then you know it has the right mixture. And down here, it smells a little bit funny. And you can see how damp it is. I hadn't turned it in a while. And so I covered it up so the rain wouldn't get it too damp. But I also know that this mixture isn't right because I'm lacking a lot of browns, which is okay. I got plenty of time. So I'll just leave that like that. I'll come back next time and shift everything from this side of the bin to this side of the bin. And, you know, just keep that rotation going. But I know I have kind of neglected it a little bit because of my schedule. But it's all good though. You know, ain't no rush. It's just a little pepper skin. So you all, thank you so much for tuning in to season 4. Composting, getting ready for season 5. We're going to take you through the whole journey. Still have some harvesting to do. Drop a comment down below if you all are doing some type of gardening or some type of composting or something like that. Look at these eggplants. I've never grown eggplants before. I'm not even sure when is the proper time to kind of harvest them. But I know we got some eggplants here. They are growing. And we have more over here as well. 2 eggplants. Yep. I gotta do a little research on this because I'm not even sure when to harvest those. Let alone how to cook them. Someone said just kind of like saute them. But yeah, we got a few more things to kind of harvest.
It's just better for me. I know the future bright, the present just a scary story. I'm showing no fear. The chosen rose here. The hope is froze here. Be ready when the road's clear. And I've been getting the ball more. I pass it all around the team cause it's called for. We all score.